It was a Tuesday afternoon, the kind where the fluorescent lights in the break room hummed with an almost palpable tension. The low buzz seemed to vibrate through the very air, amplifying the knot of anxiety already tightening in my stomach. I'd been working on this project, Project Chimera, as we'd playfully nicknamed it, for months, a real passion project, fueled by late nights and countless cups of lukewarm coffee. Seeing someone else take credit for key elements during our team meeting had sent a wave of frustration crashing over me, threatening to pull me under. The memory of the presentation itself replayed in my mind, Mark's confident posture, his easy smile as he detailed strategies that were, undeniably, mine. He hadn't explicitly said he created them, it was more an implication, a subtle shift in ownership that felt like a punch to the gut. My teammate Sarah gave me a sympathetic glance across the conference table. She knew how much this meant to me, how many hours I'd poured into refining those algorithms, crafting that user interface. But arguing publicly would only escalate things, making me look reactive and unprofessional, potentially jeopardizing my standing within the team. I felt my face flush as Mark, oblivious or uncaring, recounted the innovative strategies he'd supposedly implemented. The heat crept down my neck, prickling against my collar. I could feel the eyes of others on me, curious, assessing. What would they think? Would they see me as petty and confrontational? The silence stretched, thick with unspoken accusations and a rising tide of discomfort. It felt like an eternity. The ticking of the clock on the wall seemed deafening. I excused myself, needing a moment to gather my thoughts before I said something I'd regret. My legs felt heavy as I walked out of the conference room. Stepping into the small break room felt like entering a pressure cooker. The stale scent of instant coffee and day-old pastries hung in the air, doing little to soothe my frayed nerves. My initial impulse was anger, a sharp, stinging retort that would expose Mark's misrepresentation, lay bare his attempt to steal my work. I could practically feel the words forming on my tongue, ready to be unleashed. I pictured it, actually, Mark, I'd begin, my voice dripping with controlled sarcasm. Those innovative strategies were detailed in my proposal from 3 weeks ago. The image was satisfyingly cathartic, but also terrifying. It would create a scene, damage relationships, and likely backfire. A memory surfaced, a quiet time of reflection where I'd wrestled with my own shortcomings and found solace in understanding grace. It had been during a particularly difficult period last year, when I'd made a significant error on another project. Instead of dwelling on the mistake, I'd taken time to analyze what went wrong, learn from it, and move forward with renewed determination. That quiet time of reflection where I'd wrestled with my own shortcomings and found solace in understanding grace. It wasn't about condoning wrong actions, it was about choosing a response rooted in peace, even when provoked. It was about rising above the pettiness, maintaining composure, and demonstrating professionalism. I closed my eyes, took a deep breath, the air catching slightly in my throat, and offered a silent prayer, asking for clarity and strength to navigate this difficult situation. The hum of the fluorescent lights seemed to soften, the tension in my shoulders easing just a fraction. I focused on the feeling of my feet planted firmly on the linoleum floor, grounding myself in the present moment. When I returned to the meeting, Mark was still going on, elaborating on his supposed contributions with an almost theatrical flourish. He hadn't noticed my return yet. Instead of confronting him directly, instead of unleashing that carefully crafted retort, I calmly presented the original data and outlined the contributions made by various team members, including mine, with verifiable documentation. I had anticipated this moment, prepared a concise summary highlighting key milestones and individual responsibilities. My voice was steady, my tone neutral. I focused on facts, not feelings, presenting the information in a clear and objective manner. The spreadsheet glowed under the projector light, each cell a testament to hours of meticulous work. Mark's face reddened slightly, but he didn't interrupt. His confident demeanor faltered just a little. Sarah nodded in quiet support, her eyes conveying a silent message of understanding and solidarity. A few other team members shifted uncomfortably in their seats. The meeting moved forward, the tension noticeably diffused, the air feeling lighter, less charged. Later, Mark approached me privately after the meeting adjourned. He looked genuinely uncomfortable, avoiding eye contact. He mumbled an apology, claiming confusion about who had done what, attributing it to a simple misunderstanding. His voice was low and hesitant, lacking its earlier conviction. I simply acknowledged his words, a brief nod of my head, and offered a sincere hope that we could collaborate more effectively moving forward, emphasizing the importance of clear communication and mutual respect within the team. I didn't press him for further explanation. There was no point in dredging up old grievances. The feeling wasn't one of triumphant victory, no satisfying sense of having won, but something deeper, a quiet sense of peace knowing I'd acted with integrity and grace under pressure. It wasn't easy. Choosing forgiveness is rarely easy, especially when you feel wronged. The anger hadn't completely vanished, but it had subsided, replaced by a feeling of calm resolve. It reminded me that sometimes, the most powerful response isn't about being heard, about seeking validation or retribution, but about being present, being composed, and choosing grace over heat. And that, I realized, was a victory worth more than any public acknowledgement, a testament to my own personal growth and resilience.